Hi, we're talking about how to have a great small group meeting. Last time we talked about the opening of the meeting, the welcome time when people are first coming in the room. Now we want to talk about the worship time. The focus shifts from one another to God, and you want to help the group shift their focus to God. I call this the worship time, the God time, and there's different things you can do to make this happen. It might be just have everybody go around the group and say one sentence of prayer of thanksgiving to God. You can do this with people that aren't even Christians, that have never ever prayed in their life. They can say, God, I want to thank you for my family, or I want to thank you for my job. And everybody goes around and says a sentence of thanksgiving. You might be, when my wife leads groups, she likes to have them read some scriptures about God, and then say a prayer that, God, I thank you that you're faithful, or God, I thank you that you're great, or I thank you that you're wise, whatever the scriptures were about. It's always nice if you can make worship use music. It's great if you got somebody in your group that can play the guitar and sing. I've led groups where just one song made all the difference. When we would start she would start to play and we would start to sing, it was like God would always come into the room. Musical worship's great. Sometimes you put worship on a screen that you download from the internet and everybody sings along with that. It doesn't matter so much what you do, but it matters that you do it. That you do have a moment there after everybody's gathered together where you shift your focus from one another to God. And it's inviting God's presence. The scripture says, enter his gates with thanksgiving, enter his courts with praise. Psalm 100 and verse 4. This brings God's presence into your group, and he's the one that's going to change lives, make disciples, bring the lost to himself, encourage the discouraged. He's going to be the one that teaches those that need to be taught. He's the good shepherd. We want his presence there, and worship is an aid to experiencing the presence of God. Never underestimate the power of worship.